everyone, I am Randy Suarez, aka Sir Crow, today back here with another amazing reaction. This time we're back with some more Nostalgia Critic from Channel Awesome, season of commercials. And yes, we're back doing commercials. I'm thinking about doing the other commercials that I have missed, so I can react to that. So it's most likely I will definitely do those, up to the ones I already did. So y'all like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Channel Awesome. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. Also, link to my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and follow me on those social platforms. Link to my Cashapp. You feel gracious enough to donate whatever you want. Whatever you want to donate at this time. You don't, this fine as well. Same thing to super thanks, but by donating, like, comment, subscribe, sharing, all that good stuff. However you show your support, it lets me know you'll rock with the reaction content, rock with the channel, and rock with your boy. But further ado, buckle up and let's get started. Alright, we here with some more Nostalgia Critics season of commercials. So let's go.
This episode brought to you by Prize Picks. Daily fantasy sports made easy. Check us out at Days of the Dead in Chicago, November 22nd to the 24th. Hope to see you there. Alright, on we go. Oh, wait a minute. There, I teleported back 2 videos ago to shout commercials! Always gotta do it earlier and earlier. Wonder what I'm gonna do next year. Commercials!
Huh.
Guess I traveled back a whole year. Not sure how I'm gonna top that. Anyway, out we go.
After these messages.
After these messages.
After these messages. After these messages.
Anyway, here we go.
You know, when you got it right, you got it right.
So this one starts off harmless enough. It's music legend Ray Charles saying how much he loves Diet Pepsi when someone switches it out with a Diet Coke, resulting in this reaction.
All right, now who was the wise guy?
Of course, they switch it back out with Diet Pepsi, and Ray Charles says,
Now, that's the right one, baby.
actually, it's deer piss. Tastes the same, baby. Cute. Honestly, you wouldn't think too much about it. But for some reason, Pepsi thought we saw this as our new anthem.
You know when it's right.
So they had Ray Charles write an anthem, representing the voice of millions of people saying, oh, is that still a thing?
You got the right one, baby.
I can't really diss this song because it is catchy, but it's how bizarrely massive they made these ads.
Well, that sound like the 80s and the 90s. That would make the ads very bizarre and theatrical. I mean, saying it does, they do that still now, but not as much, isn't it? Like, literally, things changed. Like, wow. Like, it didn't. I'm not saying it was a good change. I'm saying it was a change, but still.
At no point in history has this many people ever gotten together to celebrate Diet Pepsi. They got orchestra, dancers, backup singers called the Girls, which sounds like an OnlyFans band. My God, the world was celebrating people's indifference to this aspartame liquid styrofoam.
Do you think it's caught on yet?
This temple is reserved only for the most sacred of deities and deities.
Irresistibly superbo, uncontestably
Tasteable and eminently wonderful.
It extended to places we didn't even know got Diet Pepsi.
A no Disney movie.
Team players at Super Bowl are like, time out, can you get this Diet Pepsi movement under control? I am an artist perfecting my craft. Celebrities were joining the movement like Jerry Lewis, Buddy Hackett, presumably just showing up like this. Weird Al traveling through time, the Beastie Boys. This was truly the voice of a generation if you were born in the 20s.
I'm a changed man. This is the right one, baby. It's got a hold on me.
I think that is Randy Dick is working right now.
Wow.
The movement extended so far, even Congress got involved.
Do you have any knowledge of a secret ingredient in Diet Pepsi?
I miss the 90s when our biggest political problems were this and Cobra.
An ingredient that gives Diet Pepsi an unfair advantage.
Also, are you now or have ever been a communist?
We're just pushing for the absence of private property and social classes.
Would you tell us what this ingredient is? Well, what is it?
Jesus, I thought you flipped the table for a second.
What is it?
That goddamn foot up your ass! But perhaps the biggest sign that this changed the world is when officially became an ingredient.
You got the right one, baby.
Was 100%
Food scientists could no longer dispute it. They even listed it with the other nutritional facts.
Really? Okay.
Was 100% Was 100% 100%
Okay.
Which is funny because I always tasted less and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got blown out of proportion, but with a catchy jingle and a likable icon singing it, it was a kitschiness that was tolerable enough. Which is definitely more than I can say for Diet Pepsi.
You got the right one, baby.
Was 100%
Hi, pal.
Oh, God!
Corky.
Want to see the only toy more
Sorry. That's just disturbing.
disturbing that Chucky doll? This is Corky,
Jesus.
a toy version of Robert Picardo from Total Recall.
I'll tell you stories and we'll play together.
See, this is why I never found Annabelle scary. That's intentionally trying to look terrifying. It's when you're trying to look adorable and it horrendously backfires. He says he's your friend, but we know from that opening stare he's the missing poster to the movie Magic.
Come on and be
Very
my
accurate,
friend.
Critic.
Boy, this kid looks like someone who'd have this doll as his only friend. He's every cartoon drawing of Peter Lorre.
Oh, God.
Together we can pretend. Wanna be
No!
Oh my god! That's where the wild thing shouldn't.
Wanna be monsters?
Not really.
Wow, that was so uncomfortable. It's the only commercial I've ever seen where the toy is like, "You want to play?" And the kid is like, "No, I do not."
How about circus ringmasters? Or race car drivers?
Animation is not endearing me to this further.
No.
Even the kid sounds a little pissed off.
Gee, Corky, when you talk about something, it's almost real.
I didn't even ask for you to show up. You just held a knife to my back and said, "We're friends now."
We will be best friends.
Corky, he's Cricket's little brother.
And if you're wondering what the hell that means, Cricket was actually the doll that came out before him. And I guess this was their attempt to try and target boys.
Wanna play Simon Says? Sure.
She isn't as bad as Corky, but she does look like someone gave her a lobotomy. Like, you want to give her the cuckoo's nest treatment to be kind. But they
Yeah.
mention this fact, like you should be on the lookout for him.
Corky, he's Cricket's little brother.
And he's wanted in 7 states. We can't tell you what for, it'll give you nightmares.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, this prepackaged Goosebumps episode is weirdly handled, but to be fair, it is a weird product.
It
One that
is.
hopefully won't be making its way to your sleep paralysis.
Corky, he's Cricket's little brother by Playmates.
I'm going to kill you.
I'm good.
Blindfold, monsieur.
No. So in the 90s, Tombstone Pizza was looking for an ad campaign to increase their sales. They came up with this scenario where it's a person about to be axed off and inevitably
I always heard about Tombstone Pizza, but I never had it.
they always ask this question.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni and cheese.
Yep, every time they'd ask, they'd always answer nothing but toppings.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni and cheese.
Damn it, we gotta stop offering ironically named Italian cuisine! This guy gets around, too. Is he quantum leaping or is he one of the missing doctors?
Powell?
Both?
No.
Both.
Or just a witch? Even Aaron Paul, before becoming big, was asked after throwing a big party.
It wasn't a party. It was a fiesta.
What do you want on your tombstone?
A taco meat with cheddar cheese would be mighty tasty.
Oh, we're not getting through to him. Maybe something more drastic. Too soon?
Yeah.
I always wonder what would happen if somebody misunderstood. Like, they gave a real answer.
And what do you want on your tombstone?
John Johnson, a hard and sturdy man.
Oh, God.
Okay. Christ, what if it went the other way? Like, somebody didn't know there was no pizza involved.
Hello?
Sarah, it's been years. You have to let your dead husband go.
What did he mean, though? They asked him for his last words, and he said pepperoni and cheese? What did he mean?
He probably panicked and said something random.
No, there's more to it than that. It's a code, and I'm gonna figure it out.
But Sarah...
What did he mean? What did he mean?
William Miller, pepperoni and cheese.
Regardless, these ads do work off of mainly just one lame joke, but they do have a bit of charm to them.
What do you want on your tombstone? Special order pizza.
Rocky, it's the governor. Take a message.
What did he mean?
If you grew up in Chicagoland in the 90s, you grew up with the Eagle insurance commercials. The ad opens with two women driving down the road.
What's that? Do you have insurance on this car?
Do you have the receipts of those acting lessons I was sending you
For
to?
real.
But it's cool, it's just Eagle Man.
Oh, God.
I've got something for you.
Oh, Eagle Man is foul! No, he lays an egg on her car, much to her whatever emotion it's supposed to be, resulting in this line.
Oh, look at those low rates.
Okay, I need someone to get some better acting skills. Like, yeah, I get it as a commercial, but at least try a bit, like a little bit. Come on.
They're so low, they're dragging across the floor like a 90-year-old grandpa. Hey, Eagle Man, can you remove that egg damaging my car?
Ironically enough, Eagle Insurance doesn't cover Eagle-related damages, so you're stuck.
Eagle guarantees the lowest auto rates in Illinois.
However, something didn't feel right. I know, weird for this ad, right? But somebody pointed out male eagles don't lay eggs. Well, they had to fix this right away, so in the sequel, they changed it to Eagle Woman.
Hello.
Eagle Woman's looking fine.
Mm-hmm.
They even got local shock jock Mancow to cameo in this one, reacting exactly how you would think a guy named Mancow would react. And of course, seeing how this is Eagle Woman now, this just sounds so much more appropriate.
I've got something for you.
Terrifying.
Look! She's dropping her rates!
Look, I can hold both milky white rates right in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those low rates!
I hope that's his driver's license picture. And what's written on his tombstone.
Yeah.
But that Eagle Woman, I guess, transitioned back to Eagle Man. Hey, you do you, I guess. And gave us one more bizarre ad that looks like a deleted scene from Beetlejuice.
I don't want that.
What's going on over there?
That's Freak, and she's going to be selling her some car insurance today.
Okay.
This is going to end with Leatherface's family, isn't it?
You'll buy our insurance, or you won't get the car.
Is this Bob's Burgers? What is the mindset behind these voices?
What's that?
It must be Eagle Man.
He may have given up Eagle Woman, but he's still farting some turds.
Oh, God.
Oh, you nasty-ass bastard!
Though
For
we don't
real.
mention low rates in this one, his Stay Puft testicles release her from the bonds of WTFness, and our captor holds them even more like Madonna's bra to the point where she kind of looks like Madonna now.
Oh.
Don't buy your insurance from a freak dealer.
These ads are fun. For a while I thought they were only known by Chicagoans, but seeing how they got a fair amount of views, maybe the way of the eagle is shitting its way into our hearts.
Look at those low rates!
Okay.
Me want honeycomb.
Again, with passion.
Honeycomb cereal, ever since the 70s, has tried to obtain a solid identity.
I do. Here's the thing. I occasionally eat some honeycombs because I'm really loving it. Loving them as a kid, you know. I mean, as an adult, I don't really get them now because I don't really find the full size box. I always find like medium size boxes. So I just get them whenever I can.
For a while, they had this clubhouse where kids could hide from bullies because, well, they built a clubhouse dedicated to cereal. Wouldn't you beat them up? They gave them a robot because it's the 80s, and big people would drop by for that big taste, like Andre the Giant and
I'm Big Betty the Blonde Bomber.
her. In the 90s, however, they switched that out for a creature called the Craver. He represents the hungry craving kids have, and that honeycomb can always feed. Sounds simple enough, but the transformations these kids would go through are truly the sugary ingredients of hell.
I just gotta have that honey sweet crunch.
Oh.
Jesus, it's Crash Bandicoot if he was in The Hills Have Eyes. Tell me they're not gonna make us transformations these kids would go through are truly the sugary ingredients of hell.
I just gotta have that honey sweet crunch.
Jesus, it's Crash Bandicoot if he was in The Hills Have Eyes. Tell me they're not gonna make a
Like a
Smile
fever
style
dream.
movie out of this.
Perfect! It's so real!
Thank you. I don't need to see that thing's own face. No matter where they were, the craving for honeycomb would always summon them.
You honeycomb, me want honeycomb.
Toasted honey. Hey, honey.
And like that, 20 new Sonic the Hedgehog fandoms were made.
Yeah.
In fact, he kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog's meth head brother, Chronic the Ballsack.
Like the boss said.
Oops, back in the van.
Mary of God.
Honeycomb. Yeah. You love that toasted honeycomb.
taste.
See, this is why sex ed is so important. Boys would think this is what happens when a girl gets her time of the month, and girls would think this is what a boy's testicles dropping looks like. And they're mostly wrong.
Free beers! It's me, Goldilocks.
Well, for one, I'm glad I'm finally seeing Cocaine Bear from the bear's point of view.
Way to go, dude.
Thanks. I'm questioning a lot of things being in that state. I'm not kidding when I say there need to be creepy pastas written about just these transformation faces.
Yes.
It happens.
Ew, honeycomb, honeycomb. Me want honeycomm.
I know they were a hit and I guess a little creative, but man, they were freaky to watch.
Yeah.
Post honeycomb cereals
I have
part
to
of this
agree.
nutritious breakfast. Where will you be when the craving strikes?
Will I kill your brother?
Not as freaky as this one though.
Oh, commercial break. Yeah.
Whispery dialogue
All right.
with an echo.
All right.
Hey folks, we're starting YouTube memberships. If you want access to emojis, polls, behind-the-scene videos, and other perks, check out and see if you want to become a member.
Got a special feeling for my feeling special puppy.
This is an ad for a toy called Feelin' Special Pets. The pet that tells you how it's feeling. It isn't enough idea, but if you're a sick kid like me, a bad one.
I know how he feels. It hurts. Cause he tells me I'm sorry.
It hurts. Please stop. Does mommy take you to a therapist?
Oh, God.
It doesn't help that this thing has the permanent face of someone who's seen shit. Just he's seen shit.
So basically, he has a permanently droopy face. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, type of face.
Cause he tells me I'm sorry.
It's okay. The scars are mostly psychological.
When my feeling special
Okay.
puppy has too much to eat, I know how he feels. Cause he tells me.
Excuse me.
Burping is more of a bodily function than an emotion. That's good. Why was I designed with nerve endings? It wasn't just puppies though, they also made kittens. Just listen to this one's adorable voice.
I know my feeling special kitty loves me. Cause she tells me.
I love you too.
What the hell? Is she the woman that voiced that? That's clearly the same voice as before. Why would they even call her a she if she has the same voice as the male one? Was it just one guy in a booth who was like,
Yeah, so what is this? Like pound puppies or some shit?
Actually it's for a toy called Feelin' Special Pets.
So, pound puppies.
No, it's a completely different, yeah, it's pound puppies.
Okay, let's record the dog lines.
Sounds good.
I love you too. Excuse me. It hurts. What kind of doll is this?
That's fine. Let's move on to the female cat.
Got it.
Alright.
I love you too. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
It hurts. We done?
You did hear me say female, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Call me when you need an angelic princess voice.
No. Then we would put the title of the product on screen. Maybe because the idea of spelling out in text, when you touch them, you'll know how they feel, just sounds eerie.
It does. It does. It sounds really eerie. It sounds eerie when you say it. So put it in text is even weirder.
New Feeling Special Pets, each sold separately. When you touch them, you'll know how they feel. Cause they tell you.
I've been touched in areas I didn't even know I had. These toys are uncomfortable. This commercial's uncomfortable. I don't like it. Next one.
When you touch them, you'll know how they feel. Cause they tell you.
Come on, kids.
Before working on Roger Rabbit, animation director Richard Williams did a lot of commercials and PSAs. And one of the best known is Superman stopping a villain trying to get kids addicted to smoking called nicotine. Just gonna take a wild guess and say his parents smoked.
If you want to grow up fast, take one of these.
Nick's not often invited to the Legion of Doom. They felt his low-stake plans were rubbing off on Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Now you'll tell me why Superman peanut butter tastes so great.
Superman, is it hard to give up smoking or is it easy like nicotine says?
Metropolis being a European city as of late.
Yeah.
Not so fast, nicotine. If you want to go up fast, take one of these.
Why does Superman sound like a 70s kung fu movie dub?
With my X-ray vision, I can see the harm cigarettes do inside people's bodies. That's why I never say yes to a cigarette.
Unless Lois smokes them, of course.
You really shouldn't smoke, Miss Lane.
Don't tell me lung cancer, right?
Not yet, thank goodness.
You know, I literally punched a man into space for this. His frozen corpse is crackling over Jupiter as we speak. Not that this villain's evil plans were always the greatest.
Great story. An old wizard teaching kids tricks with cigarettes.
Wow, the 80s were looser than even I remember.
Yeah.
Even Joel Camel would be like, you need a conscience.
If it's a puff you want.
Nicotine!
Soups would always defeat nicotine, granted his methods were a touch less subtle in the Zack Snyder version. I must stop nicotine from spreading cigarettes. How'd this even happen?
Jesus.
They're a tad corny, but Superman should always be at least a little corny. I have a soft spot for these PSAs no matter how goofy they can be.
That's why I never say yes to a cigarette.
Meet the Buttermans.
So we all know the Energizer Bunny really took off, but sadly, Duracell didn't have a mascot nearly as iconic. Well, that was all about to change in the 90s, or so they thought, with the creation of a family called the Puttermans. Duracell was so excited for them, they even had a teaser for the commercials.
Just your typical suburban family. Well, sort of. Makes you wonder, who are they?
Silly question.
The Buttermans. You'll meet them this fall.
Rated R. Yeah, seriously, even the trailer is like, what are we doing? These things are freaky.
Not a very interesting piece. Reminiscent of early Dadaism.
What's Dadaism?
My best guess is they were trying to replicate the success of The Simpsons, but they look more like British bake-off cake sculpted like Dick Tracy villains. Instead of is it cake, it should be, is it human?
Is everybody using
That is Dick Tracy villains is highly accurate. Oh, yeah.
Cell batteries?
The idea, I guess, is that there's some sort of robotic toy family always using Duracell batteries, and somebody inevitably uses a different battery, resulting in them breaking down. And that's it. That's every ad. Enchanted yet?
We were living in Tulsa with your great Aunt Emma. We shared a one-room apartment.
Herb, did you slip her one of those other batteries?
Me?
Seriously, she is dead, though. Even if we bring her back, she didn't have a battery save option, so she won't remember who she is.
Batteries are batteries, Blue.
Sometimes there's a twist, like somebody else will have a Duracell battery, so they'll go even longer.
I have a long-lasting Duracell battery.
The fish has a Duracell battery, too.
Good thing I got a long vacation.
I don't care. I'm just wanting to let the henchmen from the Rocketeer procreate. They're not even walking in this one. They're floating. What do you expect when you're a family of Satans?
She has been running on the same Duracell battery since the Ice Age.
If you're thinking to yourself, that boy looks like AI trying to eat Jimmy Neutron, that's because it is Jimmy Neutron.
Really?
That's his voice actress, whose name I'm not going to attempt to say again. Played by Debbie Barry. Played by Debbie Barry. Debbie Derry Barry. Played by Debbie Barry. Looking like one of his failed experiments is wearing the skin of Dash from The Incredibles.
Ah, the fresh autumn air.
Oh, the total darkness.
I will give credit, though, this is the one joke that got a laugh out of me.
Where are those darn flashlights? Still works.
Where's mine?
I'm pretty sure you could just play that scream anywhere and it'll get a laugh. See?
Yeah.
These things are hideous. I hate looking at them, but they're so bad they are at least a little fascinating. No matter how lame they got, I guess to some extent they are still worth talking about years later.
You can't talk. The copper
Okay.
He's defeated Mothra. He's defeated Engels. But he's never faced an adversary like this.
So in 1992, Nike built up a battle between Godzilla and Charles Barkley. Nobody was asking for that, but we're not going to turn it down.
No.
And I'm not kidding when I say they built this up like mad. There were posters, clothing, even a comic book.
It's the battle of the century. Get ready to see a real monster jam.
Holy smokes, nobody knew they wanted this, but now couldn't imagine a world without it. September 9th. Okay, tune into... Where the hell do I watch this? It's a commercial. Well, anyway, I just gotta keep my eyes peeled. Okay, here it is. Oh my god, he's putting on the glasses. This is gonna be amazing. Okay, his tail knocks the ball up, but Barkley retrieves it. He fouls that scary monster. Point goes to Barkley. And I guess that was the only point.
Have you ever thought about wearing shoes?
What the hell, man? That's it?
For real?
I mean, I know it's a commercial, you only got so much time, but I don't know, split up into parts, pay for extra airtime. The Energizer Bunny versus Darth Vader was more epic than this. Dude, the freaking comic had side characters, Godzilla melting the ball, playing in a canyon, getting lizard shoes, a magic silver dollar that makes sparkly huge. It didn't make any sense, but that's the kind of bullshit we wanted. But this, I'd rather watch... You almost made me say it.
Wow.
Great build up, great looking.
Wow, to get him almost to say that version of that movie. Okay.
Production, but man, what a lame payoff.
Have you ever thought about wearing shoes?
That's a lot of shit.
On October 30th, 1985, a Cabbage Patch Kid actually traveled into space.
Let's be honest, Elon Musk has done stupider things.
Yes.
Xavier Christopher actually traveled into space.
Since then, the cabbage space race begun. The Russian rutabaga rugrats will not be foiled.
Since then, boys and girls all over have been testing to see if their kids have what it takes.
Yeah, I guess like Corky, this was an attempt to market a more feminine doll to a more masculine audience. As you can tell by this clip of a boy looking judgingly at a girl hugging the doll. I hold my Cabbage Patch Kid like a man. Dude, you have Garbage Pail Kids pre-movie. You have no idea how good you have it right now. But hey, Barbie showed girls are interested in space. As long as her suit can transform into a miniskirt for dancing, she did it for science!
Gravity check.
Even the toy has a look like I'm supposed to be in a baby crib. What the hell am I doing in orbit? Maybe the real story was they sent an actual cabbage child to space. Hey, I don't know what NASA was up to back then.
For real.
I kind of love how underwhelmed this one kid seems here with the epic music.
Typical force test.
He's just like, yeah, space.
Yay.
Sucks.
You can train for a space mission with your Cabbage Patch Young Astronaut.
It's an odd idea, and I guess an odd ad. What else can you say, but it's nothing to go to the moon for.
No.
The Cabbage Patch Young Astronauts, each sold separately with hands and hold from Coleco.
I never understand the whole idea of Cabbage Patch Kids. It never piqued my interest at all. Again, I was a kid, and they were still popular in the 90s, like literally mid-90s. Oh!
This aged amazingly.
This aged great.
Why do I love you?
Oh, that's your biggest crime?
Why does something that feels so good hurt so bad?
You don't know the half of it, my friend.
Do you love me?
Is this a trick question?
Believe in me.
Gonna be hearing a lot of that for a while.
Uh-huh.
Unforgivable.
Okay. Where's the Mad TV logo? This clearly can't be real. I mean, wow. That was literally every line you could make a joke out of. I don't know if I've ever had that with a commercial. That was actually kind of spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and this is technically a review, so, looks nice, sounds nice, edited nice. Man, did you nail the product name. What else can you say, but...
Unforgivable.
Oh my god.
Oh, look, a lamp.
Okay, so I think most people are familiar with the Red Bull commercials.
Yeah.
In 1997, they started using the slogan, Red Bull gives you wings, indicating it gives you a lot of energy.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I never thought it was that funny a line, but I guess I do still remember it, and to say other people do is an understatement.
Red Bull gives you wings.
These animated ads always showed someone benefiting from the drink by sipping a can and, you guessed it, growing wings.
Because Red Bull gives you wings.
Yes, but it also stimulates the mind, so get downstairs and open the blooming door.
The scenarios are fine. Again, I don't think they're hilarious or anything, but tend to get the job done and has a very clear identity. Truth be told, I don't think there's a ton to talk about. Except for one ad. Yes, I'm literally talking about all these commercials just so I can focus on one specifically. It opens with a very tall dog walking with her puppies. Trailing behind her is the father, who's incredibly short but incredibly proud. The ad is so smart at letting you just look at the height differences long enough that you have no choice but to ask, okay, how do they do it? Even if she crouched down, he wouldn't be able to make it up there, but they seem satisfied, and clearly they've been doing it somehow. And then, with virtually no talking in the ad, we get our answer.
Red Bull gives you wings.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
This made me laugh so much how they set up and delivered the payoff. You don't think such a cuddly, cute commercial is really asking this question? Because, you know, how are you going to answer it? You can't. I mean, look at this. They're not going to... Your mind's just in the gutter. Come on. But no, they were planning from the start, and they knew how to finish off. Honestly, there's nothing else I can add. Except my top 10 jokes, of course.
Go ahead, Critic.
Red Bull gives you wings.
But doesn't give you a job.
Red Bull gives you wings.
It also gives you something else like a bowl.
Red Bull gives you wings.
And no blue balls.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Especially if you go doggy style.
Red Bull gives you wings.
And according to the label, makes you horny.
Red Bull gives you wings.
And make sure bitches aren't tripping.
Red Bull gives you wings.
May also give you herpes.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Just some hair of the dog, but it is pubic hair.
Red Bull gives you wings.
As well as a decent bone. And the number one joke I have for this ad is...
Red Bull gives you wings.
So you can conquer a spaniel. Play me off, Paul! These ads are fine, but man, this one really raised it to a new level.
Red Bull gives you wings.
So I'm ending on one, honestly, I don't have that much commentary on. They just crack me up. It's for Suburban Auto Group back in 2003. And somehow, I totally missed all these ads. They're just called trunk monkeys. Monkeys that hide in your car to protect.
I don't remember that. I guess I did too.
Cute enough, but these ads go dark fast. Like, here's the first one.
The Trunk Monkey Theft Retrieval System.
Monkey! Oh my god.
Getting your car back is simply not enough. Another revolutionary idea.
Good preview of Osgood Perkins' next flick. And they just keep getting crazier.
I think it came with the car.
Hey!
The Trunk Monkey Chaperone version.
If Andy Serkis played this thing, people would be shitting their pants. Christ, I think I'm shitting my pants. This thing is hilariously mean-spirited, but fear not, he saves lives too, whether you need it or not.
Shock advised. Stand clear.
Oh! Curious George if he was paid with pain.
Oh, I think it's happening. Yes, right now. What are we doing? No.
Right?
Oh.
Breathe with the monkey.
Breathe with the monkey.
These ads are so messed up, I swear he was going to deliver a monkey in that scenario. Tell me you couldn't see that.
Yeah.
These ads are great. And honestly, I'm shocked they can get away with like half of them.
The Trunk Monkey. The revolutionary idea you'll only find with Suburban Auto Group.
That's the look of a kid who just saw his last day.
We are recalling all 2004 Trunk Monkeys, effective immediately.
Down the line, they even recalled him for all the reasons you would think, plus many more. I want a movie on every single one of these. I gotta see that cult one.
To get their attention with the Trunk Monkey. People love monkeys, but this isn't about monkeys. This is about cars.
Sadly, after that, we didn't see much more of Trunk Monkey, but I think it's fair to say we got our fill.
And aliens was everywhere.
Oh!
Now, I don't do probes, so I'm glad I bought a truck with a trunk monkey.
These ads were crazy, harsh, and extremely funny. If you can find a compilation out there, check it out. You won't regret it. It's the hardest I've laughed in quite a bit, and I can't believe it actually made it onto TV.
What the heck? Show him the monkey again. You can never have enough monkeys either.
In fact, you know what? I want a trunk monkey. Right now. Come on, there's gotta be somebody out there that can make that possible. Look! The incredibly in focus Eagle Man!
I got something for you.
Should I go check my car?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Big Betty, the blonde bomber.
All right. That was a great another edition for one of his the commercial ones series that he does. I cannot wait to check out the rest of them, the ones that I watched over the years, but I don't really remember as much. But I remember the other ones that I have done so far because I actually put them on the channel. But anyway, But that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself as much as I did. So you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Channel Awesome. I will leave the link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. So till next time, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
And little questions is everything they know about you.